Hello guys, my name is kiminekyt and welcome to yet another replay commentary today featuring Horst Seehofer playing in his AMX M4 51. And just a random fun fact, if you've been on the yesterday stream, there is a good chance that you have seen me actually watching this replay, because, well, a random thing happened yesterday where one of my fans actually asked me, like, when is the next World of Tanks video gonna be out? We talked for a bit and eventually it kind of boiled down to me saying, I don't know! I haven't found a single good replay! And the other person actually heard me saying that, and he sent me this replay. I watched it on a stream, and actually was a good replay. That guy literally found a decently looking replay within 5 minutes of me saying that I cannot find a single good looking fucking replay. I swear I'm trying. Still, the Horst Seehofer is playing the AMX M4 51, which, as you might know, is one of the sort of newly added French heavy tanks. It is actually one of my favorite tanks in the game, even though that I haven't actually played it anywhere else than in the test server, where, as you might know, you pretty much get it for free. But when I play these tanks on the test server, I absolutely love them. I didn't even bother grinding them normally, and pretty much whenever like the test server comes around, I buy the tier 10 tank that comes out from this tank. I just play it for a while, and I'm absolutely loving these tanks. Still though, the reason why this tank is so powerful is mainly due to the fact that it has absolutely ridiculously turret armor, as we might have seen right over there, as the Hornet was able to bounce a 45 TP. It also has a decent alpha damage on the gun. It doesn't really have the greatest DPM, but it has pretty decent mobility. So pretty much the main feats of this tank is by far it's definitely its armor and its mobility, not so much its gun. Still though, right now the Hornet was already able to block nearly 1000 damage, and we are barely even 2 minutes in. Oh, and there's a Tiger 1. He tried to put another shell into our hero. Sadly, he got detracked. And by the way, this is one of the reasons why I actually picked this video. And it's so satisfying to see the enemy burn in the fires of the battlefield, unable to get, because he fixes tracks. Anyway, right now our hero is pretty much on this flank 1 versus 5. Well, 1 versus 5. I'm saying that as if there was literally no one behind him, but let's be honest here, these guys are doing jack diddly shit nothing. We can literally see the freaking Löwe over here just blowing himself up as if it was absolutely freaking nothing. Still though, right now the enemies are still trying to take mostly just our hero down. They cannot depress their guns far enough. There is the Tiger 1. He tried to go from behind that corner once again, but he got detracked on the spot. So he's pretty much sitting there like a sitting duck. Maybe your artillery will be able to take him down. It didn't even bother. There's a T30. If that tank actually managed to hit your frontal plate, he would be most likely able to penetrate it and deals wall 750 damage to your tank. The T30 has absolutely ridiculously good gun. Still though, he missed your tank, which means that he didn't deal anything. You decide to swing your gun at the ISM, which by the way are a completely random thing. For the longest time ever, I actually thought that the ISM is sort of an counterpart, like a sworn enemy of the IS, and I thought that it's an actual tier 7 tank. But a couple of weeks ago, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, when I was making the last video, I actually randomly went for an ISM replay, and I found out that that tank is actually a tier 8. And I feel completely dumb right now. So, here we can see our hero is currently fighting the enemy tier 9 heavy tank, the E75, which is still a pretty damn powerful tank on this tier, but as the time goes on, like, sure, it's still quite dominant. But as literally almost every single our tank is being buffed, almost every single our newly introduced tank is just stronger than that tank, yeah, it's not really the greatest tank ever. Like, sure, it is still probably in the top 10% of like the best tanks, but it's, oh my god, I got no idea how the hell did you ricochet off the ass cheeks of the T30, but you did. Still though, let's get back to the T75 that I was talking about. The T75 is still quite a bit of a dominant tank on the tier 9. It's just that nowadays I do have a feeling like all of the new tanks and almost every single one of the newly buffed tanks are just more powerful. Yeah, even the AMX that our hero right now is playing, I do have a feeling like it is literally just faster, it has better DPM, it has higher alpha damage, and has more armor. Yeah. Even the armor, the only downside to the armor is actually this part, so you cannot really angle it all that well, or as well as you would be able to angle the E75. So, right now, if we look on the map, we can see that your team is losing terribly. The entire northeastern flank has fallen to the enemy team. I get no idea why. Still though, they have fallen. Your team is right now dying like freaking crazy. Well, I'm saying dying, but the Scorpion right now was able to kill the 45 TP, which was like the first person that clashed with you in this game. Alright, there are 2 dead allies. Oh, and there is a Škoda T50, the last remaining enemy tier 9 tank. This tank can get to be quite dangerous. If you remember my top, the best tier 9 tanks video, you might remember me saying that the Škoda T50 is undoubtedly the best tier 9 tank in the game. I would probably stand behind that even nowadays, because that tank is just ridiculously good. The autoloader it has pretty damn fast reload, and even the intra-clip reload on the Škoda T50 is absolutely ridiculous, as we will see right now. One shot into our hero, second shot into our hero, and a third shot into our hero. All of that was probably just 3 seconds, and the Škoda T50 managed to ding our hero 3 times, only proving just how ridiculous is the armor on this tank. So, right now, our hero is the last remaining guy on his team. He is going 1 versus 8 at this point. Also, I should point out that he literally has only 1 single kill and 6,300 damage on his neck. I get no idea how our hero can be so unlucky. Oh, and there was a loud hit. Still though, finally the Škoda T50 started penetrating. The Škoda T50 was able to penetrate 2 shells. The third one thankfully bounced, because our hero would be like 1 shot away from death. Alright, there we go, the Škoda T50 is taken care of, but here we can see the tree falling, which means that there is definitely an enemy over there. And yes, there he is, the 45 TP, which didn't manage to actually penetrate you. There is the enemy ML1, which isn't using cover to his advantage. Oh, and here we can see the Scorpion G coming up your ass. A shell put into your ass, and a shell put into his side. The Scorpion G is down, and you can focus with your full attention onto the 45 TP and the VK over here. Alright, the VK is no more, and the 45 TP is trying to use it to his advantage, but no, he won't be able to move quickly enough, and that is gonna cause him death. That is gonna cause him death, yeah. I English, I swear. That's gonna cost him alive, as we might have seen right over there. He's dead. There's a Tiger P. You have actually bounced him. Like, the Tiger P doesn't exactly have the worst armor of all. He definitely has pretty damn good armor, but yeah. So there's ML1. He decided to shoot you. The intra-clip reload on that tank is absolutely ridiculous, so he wasn't able to reload the second shell in his clip. There's a Tiger P. P had put a shell into you, but wasn't able to penetrate. Thankfully, there we go. He decided to put a shell into him. He's still like 3 hits away from death. So here we go. Second shell into him. He'll be able to penetrate him, alright. You still need to penetrate him twice and not get hit once. Right now, you are in the splash sort of and damage range of the M12. Is it the M12? No, it is the SU-14-1. If the SU-14-1 will splash anywhere close of you, you are dead. But as we might see right now, well, apart from the fact that you just killed the Tiger P, I should highlight one thing, and that is that our hero is not gonna be one of those dumbasses that's gonna just park in the middle of a goddamn field and it's gonna be like, why did the artillery kill me? RT is OP, please remove. This guy actually stands behind the hill because he knows that if he's gonna drive from behind this hill, there's definitely gonna be an artillery waiting for him. So right now he needs to kill that artillery, and he's gonna have to come close to it in order to being capable of actually killing it. That will prove to be actually quite difficult, as we will see in a moment, because he will pretty much be forced to be spotted while trying to spot the artillery. That can get to be quite dangerous, since, oh, come on. Forget about this thing. I went into the freaking mode and decided to press V. Fucking Cancer RT is my biggest problem. Yeah, I'm sure about that, because that thing can pretty much hit anywhere close of you and you're gonna be dead. And until the end of the game, it's quite likely that we won't be able to see this tiny little window over here. Or will we? No, we won't be able to see that. Give me a second, I'll try to fix it. No, I won't be able to fix it. So here we go. Our hero is currently on the hunt of an enemy 87. By the way, this thing, I always have troubles with determining whether or not it is an 87. It looks like the T-26, like the tier 3 Russian light tank. Yeah, it definitely looks like that, at least on this profile pic. So, oh, and there is the enemy artillery. One shell into it, and it is dead. You were also spotted. I'm surprised that the RT didn't spot you earlier. Oh, and there is the enemy 87. You shouldn't be spotted anymore. And you are down to your last 4 AP rounds. You need all of them to penetrate in order to kill the 87. If you won't be able to penetrate with all of them, hit with all of them, well, actually, you need 3 of them to penetrate or hit and penetrate the 87. Give me a second, I've got to adjust my position. There's the 87. Come on, aim your shell well enough. There we go. A shell put into him, and I do have a feeling like that was a low roll. Yeah, that was a terrific low roll. You might have got to put another shell into him. There we go. Another blind shell. I probably wouldn't shoot blind in this case, because you are running low on ammunition. Thankfully, if I'm correct, you were able to penetrate him. The second shell didn't penetrate. That's kind of surprising. Still, though, as we might have seen over there, the IT-7 didn't know where you are and was trying to fire blindly, hoping that you are gonna be able to get, hoping that it's gonna be able to hit you, because he knows that you are down to 67 health. He knows that you are 1 shot away from death. Right now he decided to once again shoot blindly, and you actually managed to penetrate him. There we go, a shell into his tiny little cupola with one of your high explosives, and it's G freaking G. And in the post-game stats, we may see what a truly amazing game this was. Well, we can also see the fact that I'm currently on the des replay side kind of a thing, which I'm usually not using because of the fact that it's a side of another YouTuber, and there is a chance that if the des found this video, he could probably even be annoyed about the fact that I'm actually using a video of his side. So I'm trying to avoid that kind of a conflict. Hopefully he won't mind. By the way, I would be actually happy even if the devs actually watch my replays. I would be quite surprised by that. Still though, in the post-game stats, we may see that this guy, the Hans Seehofer, I seriously got no idea how to pronounce his name. Still though, he's from Czech Republic. Hello, brother. Still though, the Hans was able to get himself how many? 11 medals total? Holy shit, I've never seen, well, I've seen a plentiful game with so many medals, but it's kind of rare to see 7 rare medals. Just look at this thing. Radley Walters medal, Cole Bernal's medal, Spartan medal, high caliber medal, Top Gun, Confederate, and a steel wall medal. All of those in a single game. Absolutely amazing. Let's go into team score, in which we might see that the Hans was able to get himself nearly 11,000 damage dealt. Absolutely amazing result. He was also capable of getting 9 kills, which is also pretty damn good. He was also able to block over 6,000 damage, which is actually quite difficult even in this tank. This tank has ridiculously good armor, but that doesn't mean that it's easy to actually block. He also doesn't have premium, which is pretty surprising. Usually people that do so well in games, and especially almost everybody that has like tier 9 plus, is gonna have a premium account, because it's ridiculously difficult to grind in this game nowadays. It has always been difficult to grind in this game without a premium account and premium tanks. Still though, he was, even though that he's not in a premium tank, he doesn't have a premium, he doesn't have anything like that, he was still able to earn 31,000. He was still able to earn 31,000 credits, which is quite remarkably high considering the fact that he used like how many? 18 premium shells? And he still paid only 40,000 if it comes to resupply ammunition. That's absolutely amazing. So, this replay was one of my most favorite replays quite recently. By the way, thank you kiminekyt for sending this replay to me, because god damn, I have troubles with finding decently looking replays nowadays on the WOD replays. I might completely resell to the Des Games, World of Tanks Record.com kind of a thing, and I'll just start slamming it into the video description, because seriously, the WOD replays nowadays suck. 90% of the replays you find there are just like gold spammers and shit. It's really boring to watch. Still though, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that I'll see you next time. Bye!